outbound Lincoln. Pretty good ride right now into the city. Outbound Lincoln's all right. The outbound Holland, about a 10 to 15 Jersey bound Trek inbound side of the Holland. Everything's still in pretty decent shape. Queens bound RFK, Wortham out of the Bronx into Queens. Traffic is sponsored by ThriveWellInfusion.com. Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit them at ThriveWellInfusion.com, saving lives trip by trip. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
And the Yankee weather forecast now, sponsored by Chef IQ Sense, as we try and make sense of the radar and some pop-up showers out there. Here's our meteorologist, Brian Thompson.
Yeah, still a couple of showers around right now, Paul. It's nothing like yesterday when we had numerous showers and thunderstorms across the area, the widespread flash flooding. A couple of showers right now north of the LIE, further Nassau and Suffolk counties. That's about it, though. The rest of the area is pretty dry. It is a very warm and very humid afternoon. It's really the humidity that's making the difference today, as temperatures are in the mid-80s. Pretty typical stuff for this time of year, but when you factor in that high humidity and just the lack of wind, AccuWeather real field temperatures have been well into the 90s. Real field in the city right now is 97, even with a temperature of 84. So again, a shower, thunderstorm in some spots into early this evening. Otherwise warm and sticky tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 75. We have a heat advisory in effect from 11 a.m. tomorrow through 10 p.m. on Thursday. Again, it's going to be very warm and quite humid tomorrow with clouds and some sun. We'll have an afternoon thunderstorm in spots, especially north and west of the city, a high of 88. Real fields into the upper 90s. Now, we may actually have a better chance for a thunderstorm or two tomorrow night, any of which could bring a drenching downpour, a low of 76. And Thursday and Friday will be mostly dry. It'll be hot and humid with some sunshine, maybe an afternoon thunderstorm either day. Again, with those highs close to the 90, I think we have a good chance for most of us to stay dry into Friday. And Saturday looks dry too, and actually looks a little cooler and less humid. 84 degrees right now. It is partly sunny in Midtown. We're going down to 75 tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, and 10 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Hey everyone, Boomer here. How long have I been talking about the Chef IQ Sense wireless thermometer? You know how much I love it, but check out what one of our listeners says. It's phenomenal. You want to make a brisket, you look at your phone, and your mouth starts watering when you've got 20 minutes left. Phenomenal. The Chef IQ Sense is the wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat. Whether cooking on a stovetop, oven, or grill, the app alerts you when everything's done. Order the newly released third-generation Chef IQ Sense now at chefiq.com.
The thrills never stop at Empire State Casino. You can win big with non-stop action, including electronic table games and over 4,400 of the hottest slots. Indulge in one-of-a-kind flavors that are amazing restaurants. Spin and win cash, free play, and unforgettable trips. It's your chance to...
more pleasant.
Theater board member Ariel Tepper says this is for the next generation. The new facade is made of wood from decommissioned city water towers. This has been a cherished place for 63 years as a home to up-and-coming stars planting their roots in the theater world. The first production back is The 12th Night, beginning August 7th. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM in Central Park.
Talking to your boss about pay is hard. A lot of people look for advice online to see what kind of pay to ask for. But a new report from PayScale says some of us are looking for advice in the wrong places.
The report says workers are walking into pay negotiations armed with the wrong info found on social media, and in many cases, walking out disappointed or ready to quit.
Roughly 1 in 5 employees turn to AI assistants like ChatGPT for compensation insights. In return, employers have found a rise in employees using AI to shape salary expectations.
Lulu Cycli is with PayScale.
What we tell folks all the time is you got to look for data you can trust.
That's Matt Piper reporting the story. We'll check out our top stories, the traffic story, and AccuWeather and some storms this afternoon. That's all straight ahead.
This is the story of the one and the life that he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Granger who does the same. Granger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Manhattan, guys.
Start fixing your car and realize you're missing that
New York City.
Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours has seen one too many miles to stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. You got this cold air intake on my watch list? I just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY street hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusive supply.
1010 Wins is a proud supporter of the New York Metro Ronald McDonald House Charities.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
George Washington Bridge.
22 minutes. We'll give you the world.
Partly sunny, 84 with a real feel at 100. At 3:20, I'm Paul Bernard. Here's what's happening. 2 men are safe. A woman who went into the Hudson is missing this afternoon off of Lower Manhattan. More pop-up storms to watch for as we clean up after last night's rain. Zora Mandani picked up backing from the union representing 250,000 city workers. The battle over the fate of dozens of city police officers heading back to court this afternoon. One studio is feeling confidence, we'll say, selling tickets for a movie that won't even be out for another year. It's all-star time in baseball tonight, 8 o'clock in Atlanta. Pop-up storms, lingering heat and humidity, and heading down to 75 tonight. News time 3:21 as we update 1010 Wins traffic and transit. And from the Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com Traffic Center, here's Greg Rice.
Now we're still looking at this crash in Queens on the Van Wyck Expressway northbound, getting you up towards the area of Jamaica Avenue. 2 right lanes around with a crash. Also now on the southbound side of the Belts coming down, or southbound Van Wyck into the Belts.
And welcome to Jersey.
So everybody's getting a little extra something on the Van Wyck in Queens. Elsewhere in Queens, eastbound Belt bunched up from the Van Wyck over to Francis Lewis Boulevard. Here's what you need to know about the bridges.
This is Fort Lee, New Jersey.
Good enough to the upper and lower, northbound west side, southbound D, not great, but everything else worse. Lincoln's about 10 minutes in. Outbound Lincoln's all right. Holland isn't. It's about 25 minutes out. The outbound Skyway is slowing, but deal with it because it looks worse on the westbound Newark Bay extension, getting you onto the westbound Newark Bay Bridge. Traffic is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz of Edison.com. Mercedes-Benz Dream Days are here. Real offers, dream vehicles, all waiting for you at Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Now's the time to drive the luxury you deserve with limited time offers on select models. Make this a summer to remember during Mercedes-Benz Dream Days at Mercedes-Benz of Edison. I'm Greg Rice, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
2 men are safe, but a person who ventured into the Hudson in Lower Manhattan this morning is missing. FDNY Battalion Chief James Riley with the first responders at Watts and West Streets.
We had 1 victim. Searches, we had rescue 1 diver in the water with another rescue 1 diver backing them up. We called for a second rescue. Rescue 2 showed up. The second Rescue 1 diver ended up going in as well, and the Rescue 2 backed up both divers.
Two men who went in to
This is
rescue
the
the woman
Jersey
are
Turnpike,
safe, but there's no sign of her.
I-95.
NYPD Harbor unit
But I'm
still at
gonna
the scene,
take
and the
Route
Coast
80
Guard
home to
has been notified about
Phillipsburg,
that
New
missing
Jersey.
woman. We're watching for more pop-up storms. We're
Got
not
about
expecting
another
anything along
hour
the
and a
same
half ahead of
intensity
me.
that we all endured last night. We checked in with AccuWeather's Brian Thompson.
Well, Paul, after the
So
widespread flash flooding we had across the tri-state yesterday, it's a much different story today. We'll just have some spotty showers and thunderstorms developing into the early evening hours. Any of the storms could produce a downpour, and some of them have not been moving too quickly, and that could even lead to some ponding on roads where these showers and storms kind of get stuck. But again, a lot of areas will just stay dry as we head into the evening hours. We'll see another